Hey there, Matthew Coates with Fathom Realty, and today we are at the OnBeat Drum Ministries in Selma, North Carolina. This is truly a unique idea. We're going to head on in and talk to Todd Daniels, the director. Really a great opportunity for the youth, not only in Selma, but the surrounding areas. I think you're going to learn something, really going to enjoy this one. Let's go check it out. All right, here we are at the OnBeat Drum Ministries in Selma, North Carolina, and we got the privilege to talk to Todd Daniels today. Now, Todd wears quite a few hats here in Selma. He's the pastor over at Selma Baptist, and he's also the leader, maybe the lead drummer. I don't know what you call yourself over here.
Yeah, all those will work.
Okay, all right. But I just wanted to talk to Todd and introduce you to this place because I think this is one of the most unique ideas I have ever seen impacting youth today. So, Todd, give us the 1 or 2 minute version of how this place came to be.
Well, it's very unique. I came over here to pastor a church and really thought I was done with student ministry. I was a student pastor for 17 and a half years. I thought, okay, I'm going to be a pastor of a church. I'm going to lead a church. And then I get over here and I built a relationship with my kids club. And the then director of my kids club asked me if I'd be interested in teaching a group of kid drums over the summer. And I'd never taught groups of kids before. I'd taught kids one-on-one, but I was like, yeah, let's try it, you know. And so we did, and that basically evolved into what it is today. So we have a gentleman here in the town who has donated this building to us, and we have since had 8 drum sets donated to the ministry. And so now we use our church bus to go pick kids up over at the middle school, bring them here. There's homeschool kids who found out about the drum ministry. Their parents bring them, and we get the unique opportunity to teach kids about drums, and we also try to teach them some things that's going to help them navigate through the challenges of life as they continue to grow and mature.
Yeah, it's just a great idea. And so you have kids of all experience, backgrounds in drums. You might have some that have never touched drumsticks in their life.
Yes, most of the kids that we have, most have never played drums before a day in their life.
Wow.
But they're all, but most of the kids that are here on Monday and Tuesday, most of the drummers that come on Mondays and Tuesdays can now play up to almost 10 songs.
Wow.
Yes.
And I've seen some of the videos. Todd will post on his Facebook. I guess OnBeat has their own Facebook.
We have our own
and
Facebook
he'll
page,
post like a live feed of that. And you see these kids in here, and I mean, these kids are not just throwing drumsticks around. I mean, they are intent on learning.
Yes.
What they're doing is really just amazing. I'm very impressed with it. All right, so a few of your favorite things about the program. I know there's a lot to like, but what is it that you get home at the end of the day and you're like, man, that has got me fired up about this?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things that really it's kind of like the thing that keeps you going, kind of gives you your why. So when you see a kid, when they get it, their whole demeanor changes.
Oh yeah.
When they finally do it and it clicks for them, they just light up.
Yeah.
And that right there is what gets me.
Yeah.
Is when I see them do that and I say, now see, you thought you would not be able to do this, and look at you.
That light bulb moment.
That's right. And then I just love to brag on them and encourage them after that. And I find that, the more you give them those affirmations, the more they want to come and they're being a part of something where they're being challenged and they're learning something. But I think giving them those affirmations that, see, you can do something hard.
I get the feeling that this is a place that kids feel like they belong, and that if they were to need you for something other than drums, they develop a trust in you that they could pick up the phone and call you. I mean, you were even talk about later today. Or later on this week, you're taking them out to eat.
Yeah.
So you're just doing things that gives them a place to belong. And before we started recording this, I was asking Todd what some of these kids are doing with their experience here as they grow up and going off to high school and further. And he mentioned that at least one of them is going into the drum program at Smithville Selma High School, which is a local high school here. Fantastic program, by the way.
Yes,
they got some great stuff going on over there, and our whole county has a lot of good band programs.
Oh yeah.
But I just feel like something like this opens the door.
It does.
That kids don't even realize may be a possibility for them.
And my thing I always share with them is this: is that listen, you may never be the greatest drummer, okay, but you will always be able to sit down and you'll be able to play drums. for yourself. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. You'll be able to sit down and have the gratification of being able to pick those drumsticks up and just be able to play. And there's tremendous joy in that.
Yes.
You know?
All right, so folks who live here are going to be watching this, who live in the county. People who are from out of state are going to be watching this.
Yeah.
So tell folks both here and from out of state or out of county why Selma and Johnston County are a great place to bring your family, put down roots, raise a family here.
I'll say the people here they're just good-hearted people, and they really just kind of want the good for everybody, you know. And they just don't want the good for everybody. I find that they're also even willing to get behind somebody who's doing something good. I've seen it right here with this drum ministry.
Yes.
People wanting to get behind people in the town. I've had a lot of people get more involved in from the town as far as contributing, buying drum sets, buying drumsticks, just donating money. Selma's a great place because it's being revitalized, and there's a lot of new growth coming. A lot of people are buying these older houses and they're flipping them, and it's kind of changing the demographic around here, and which is also bringing a lot of change to businesses that are coming to the town. And which is also just going to be better for our schools. It's just going to be better across the board.
Yes.
Plus the Eastfield development over here with the new Target coming, the Hobby Lobby, all those things, the business aspects to that, and the residential that's going to come to that whole Eastfield development is going to really change the map as far as this area is concerned.
I think so too.
It's bringing a lot of great value to this place.
Yeah.
Even more so.
I live over in Pine Level, which is 5 minutes away,
Yeah.
and I see how Selma is. I mean, I grew up here all my life, but I see how Selma is changing and growing. There's a team of people, and it's a very large team of people from all different backgrounds. I mean, from the mayor to a minister to business owners that all have a common goal. There's nobody, from what I can tell as an outsider looking in, there's nobody with a personal agenda. Everybody is trying to raise up
That's exactly right.
Selma collectively. Tell me some other businesses, whether it's in Johnston County, right here in Selma, or other organizations that I should go to and interview next. That giving them exposure like this would just be fantastic. People should know more about them.
Yeah. Well, my favorite business here, and I love them all, but my favorite is Coffee on Rayford.
Okay.
Which is just a few stores down. And Zena and Jeff, Zena primarily, she runs that place, and she is such a blessing and a jewel to this town. And if you want a good cup of coffee and a great place to build community, to have meetings, to take your family just to grab a nice tasty treat, it's a great place to go. And it's almost one of those places like Cheers, the old TV show. It's a place where everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the great things about living in small town Selma here is once you're here for a while, if you frequent the coffee shop enough, people will start to know you just because you go to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And so I can walk in and say, hey, Pastor Todd, you know, hey, Pastor Todd, you know. And it's a great place.
Coffee on Rayford.
Yes.
I'm coming to you next. So get ready. I'm going to give you a phone call. Todd, tell us where we can learn more about OnBeat Drum Ministries.
So you can go to Facebook, our Facebook page there. We keep pretty accurate and you know, we post the newest and latest drummers that we get, so everybody gets to meet them. And then of course we do a lot of live videos that we show from when we go live here. And,
Todd, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
OnBeat Drum Ministries. Check them out on Facebook. Fantastic. Check them out.